don't like the way, let me see if I can get it. Can you see where that belt is riding on the tensioner? It's a good 1/8 of an inch, 3/16 of an inch. It's not actually even on the pulley. I don't like that. And if you recall, the belt wasn't tracking quite right, so the fella's judiciously brought it back to change the, looks like the tensioner somehow is out of whack with respect to the center of the belt. The belt's not tracking properly because the tensioner's not quite right. That's the theory anyway. We'll see when we get it back together. It was offset on this pulley. The belt was actually hanging over by a 1/4 inch plus. Right, so this part here, I'll show you. It was an Amazon part. I'll show you where it is. It is unbelievable. If it's a knockoff and not the same factory that actually makes the OEM part, wow, they're getting good at knocking them off. The only thing that's not on there is the casting numbers and the part number. Apart from that, it is virtually identical. Right, with respect to getting this out, guys, the manual says you need to remove the water pump. I did not remove the water pump, but the upper bolt here is extremely close to the water pump pulley. The outer circumference of it, it'll just clear and no more. So I could see how the manual probably tells you to remove the water pump, but we're trying to keep it simple here. We're not looking to create problems, that's for damn sure. So to get it out, I had to remove the pulley itself, and yeah, it's plastic. There's a wee bit of, I don't know if that is overheated. You see where the plastic is deformed there? I think that might be the issue. Maybe the bearing is sitting cockeyed in the pulley now. I don't know. Yeah, so you don't need to remove it, but you will need to remove the pulley in order to extract the whole assembly. So I think I'm going to have to remove the pulley in order to fit this again. We'll see. Right, so on closer inspection on this tensioner here, guys, can you see that nylon shim in there? Look at the thickness. See how it's tapering? And now it's gone. Tapered down to nothing, so it's acting like a wedge. You can see how thick it is on that end. Yeah, I guess this is where the wear is on this side, and that explains why the belt was cocked off to the one side. Okay, that was a bit of a mystery, but that kind of makes sense now seeing that, right? You can see how thick it is. It's quite a thick nylon shim. It's just an isolator, of course, where this is the rotating member next to the housing. That isolates the two components, and this is a bit of a friction ring, but gone. The tensioner is held on by two 12mm hex bolts, guys. The top one is tricky to get at, as I said, because of the location relative to the water pump pulley. So if you have one of these offset wrenches 12mm, ideal. The tensioner through bolt on the pulley itself is 14mm. So that's it. It's all back together, guys. The belt is tracking fine now. It's turned off, otherwise I'm going to have to turn talk over it running, and I don't want to open my door because it's bloody frigid out there. Yeah, it's as I said, the manual tells you need to remove the water pump here. It's just because of that top bolt and the clearance on the pulley. You can do it, just take your time. It is frustrating, that's for certain, but it can be done without removing the water pump. And this being a 2012 model, guys, this is the B-spec engine, the J20B. The belt routing is completely different. The tensioner is completely different on the A-spec engine, which is my model, the 2009 and earlier, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, the B engine, bit of struggle for the tension. If the ice is all melted, you're not working fast enough. That's it, boys. Cheers.